Okay, welcome back. And today I've got a box of VHS tapes that somebody was selling on Facebook. They were selling up their collection, and they had a few more that I was interested in, but yeah, these weren't exactly cheap, but I think they were pretty good value for money, price-wise, what they were asking. So they're selling up their collection. I kind of know where I'm kind of at the same stage of considerably shrinking my collection down. And you might say, well, why are you buying more bloody stuff? And yeah, it's a good question. But yeah, let's just show you the tape and we'll go from there. Right, so the first collection or trilogy of tapes he was showing was this one, which is a very distinctive cover featuring the Tar Man. I'm not sure if I've actually ever seen this film, or if I have, I actually like it, but it's a classic amongst horror collectors. I always get it mixed up with The Toxic Avenger, but it's not that. I know that. I've seen that and I do like that film. Good Troma film. This is yeah, I'm not sure if I've actually seen this. Good fun in the worst possible taste. Monstrously funny. Yeah, some people's sense of humour and is not always mine, and vice versa. So I just thought, for the price the guy was selling, I think he was selling this these three tapes, I think for £40, which if you look up prices on eBay, that could sell for 30 quid on its own in some cases. So you've got the Return of the Living Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and this looks, again, ex-rental video scene, £2 overnight rental. And it's not my intention to buy stuff to flip. Let me make that clear. I do like these boxes, the old Guild. I like the Vestron. I like the Guild, the gold. I have paid over the odds for tapes in the past. What I thought was over the odds. I paid about £30, something like that, for a Scanners tape on Guild, on the old style box. And looking on eBay the other day, somebody was selling the same one for 60 odd quid. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I say, I don't buy these as an investment or to flip. I just didn't have them before. That one's got a bit of mould on it. Little touch of mould. It's no big deal. I never had these first time round. Not sure if it will be for me. It might be something that my kids like more than me. It might be that sort of humour. Let's have a look at the tape on this one. It's got some writing on there. Looks like some video shop business. Original box. Looks okay. Tape looks in good condition, which is the main thing. Cover art looks nice. Doesn't look too faded. Got the old logo, hologram on there. I don't know if that's showing up. There's the catalogue number, all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm interested to check this one out. I know Matthew Billy, other people, big horror fans, and you can let me know what your opinions are on those two. Is the original better than the sequel? This is the full uncut version of part 3. Back from the Dead and Hungry for More. Looks a bit silly, but it was part of the Facebook post. I saw these 3, and I messaged him straight away, and he said, "Oh, sorry, they're already gone." I don't know if he got mixed up or somebody else pulled out. Don't know. He got an Amro box. Return Living Dead 3. Honestly, don't know. Like, just looking up on eBay the values of some of these, I thought £40 for the 3 was a pretty good bloody deal. I think that was delivered. There might have been postage on top of that, I'm not sure. But I messaged him about these. He said they were gone. I messaged him about these other 3 that were in the box, and he said, "Yep, sure, you can have those." And then he messaged me back saying that the other 3 were still available. So I said, good. And I say he had more that I was interested in. Some were mouldy, some were in really bad shape, but just for the cover art I was tempted. But I thought I'd just be happy with what I got, because I got a few comments saying something to the effect of, "You again." And I was like, yeah, a little bit greedy. But when I see a good deal, I've got to grab it. This film I have seen. I know I've seen this. Great cover art again. It's on This Brave World. I'm not sure if this is cut or this is the original. I don't think this is the original box. I'm looking on eBay again. I've seen different boxes, different releases. It does say 1978 and then 1989. So yeah, this is not the original, but looks, tape-wise, looks good. Bit of a stain there, no big deal. Again, these are selling, they're changing hands for some good money. So I just thought I might as well grab them. If I don't like them or they don't stay, I can always sell them on. I'll get my money back at least. That's like I say, I don't buy these things to flip. I love the cover art on this one. The bull with God, what's his name? Something Grim, the tall man. There he is, Michael Pearson. What is his name? Angus Scrim. Yeah, I was going to buy a custom figure of this guy a while back, just because he's just so iconic, and the head sculpt was spot on to that. Yeah, this is, great special effects for the time. These films were. I think I might have seen this one, maybe not the original, or vice versa. But yeah, I do remember that ball flying around and drilling into people's heads. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Another Guild home video. It just brings back a lot of memories. Seeing these in the video shops. Like I said in other videos, I had a video shop literally next door to where I used to live. So this makes these sort of titles more nostalgic and more desirable. So I just literally didn't even think about it. I just messaged, "Yep, can I have those, please?" I haven't seen this one. It's probably not great, like most of the film franchises that have sequels, like Terminator 3, Rocky 3. Well, a lot of people like Rocky 3, Rambo 3. Yeah, good films, but not usually as good as the original. That's a great shot on the back there. But yeah, I've been picking up a lot of stuff lately to watch, and just because it's good deals. But as I've said before, you know, there's only so much time in the day to watch things. You know, you've only got so much you can watch, so much you can afford. Don't pay extortionate prices for these sorts of things when, you know, the right deal will come along when it's meant to. So yeah, for all these 6 tapes delivered, I think it come to £76 or £77, something like that. I just rounded it up to 80 to cover the fees and stuff. Still think that's a bloody good deal. Hopefully I enjoy these, or at least some of them. At least the first 2, Phantasm and Original Return. If I don't get on with the others, they might be going. But the cover art on that one is great, and on number 3. I mean, they all are cool. Even maybe the NAFA ones. You let me know down in the comments. Maybe it's a good film. Even if it's a bad film, it might be good to you. So let me get these together. Right, so yeah, that's it. Just a short video. Thanks for watching. Welcome comments, shares, likes, subscribers, all that business. Channel's not monetized, so I'm not bothered about sharing so much. But yeah, it's good to get new comments from new people. I do see the subscriber numbers slowly moving up. I don't know if that's real. I don't believe anything anymore when it comes to YouTube and the amounts of subscribers, because you know, you don't really see it reflected in the amounts of likes or the amounts of comments, amounts of views. So, and I say, it doesn't affect me one way or another. Maybe if I was to monetize the channel, YouTube would share my videos more. But then I hear about other channels getting shadow banned or demonetized for not fitting certain criteria, so I can't be asked. I just appreciate the few people that do watch the videos, leave some comments, some feedback. If you know, it's always welcome. Constructive criticism and all that. What do you want to see on the channel? Other people seem to do different topics, different editing. I might do some of that in the future, but I don't know if I can be asked. I just like showing you the covers, showing you the pickups, and maybe doing some movie reviews, letting you know my thoughts on some of these. Have they aged well? Do you still watch stuff like this? Is this better than the sort of nonsense they're churning out these days, regurgitating old ideas like The Substance, like regurgitating ideas from films like Society and The Fly, body horror from David Cronenberg, that sort of stuff? And are there any other films that I need to check out that I've probably missed out on first time around, like some of these? Return of the Living Dead. Some people will be scratching their head saying, how could you have not seen that? Because it's a staple in their you know, their history, their viewing history. It's just one that didn't really appeal to me, or I was probably not allowed to as a kid to see because it looked too gruesome. But then again, I did see things like The Fly, so I think what dictated my viewing habits as a kid is what my parents fancied watching. They thought this was a little bit too silly or a little bit too gruesome. I remember my dad renting 1984, the Class of 1984. I loved that film, and that is quite a dystopian film. But yeah, I'm just rambling now. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Bye. Take it easy. Bye.